Hi, I'm Ted McMillan. This is my wife Megan, my daughter Addie, son Grant, and youngest son Sawyer. So Pastor asked us to talk a little bit about kind of how we came to be members here, where we came from, what made us stay, and that kind of a little bit of a story to illustrate what's going on in the life of the church today, based on some of the history that we've just heard about. We did have a little bit of a hiccup because Pastor Darrell wanted me to only say nice things, and he wanted to make sure, but he forgot to screen what I was going to say, so we'll see how it goes. So before we came here, we were going to a church that we'd been at for a little while, but we were starting to have a few issues with some of the core beliefs that they were having. Right? They talked a lot about how God is love, and that's true, but in the context of the way the world was going, it was kind of spun in the wrong direction, right? God is love. Love is kind of the core part of the Bible, but there's more to it than that, and that kind of came to a head for us as our kids went to a soccer camp, and it was through another church, but our church was having a lot of discussion about it, and a lot of the parents were upset at how they talked about how we're all sinners, and they didn't like how they were telling kids that they were sinners, and they didn't want kids to have that trauma in their lives. And so there's kind of an important part of the Bible that we need to have that core understanding of what sin is, and that really impacts how the love part that you've been talking about comes to play, that God loved us so much that he wanted to save us from that sin. So as we were going through some of that, COVID struck, we're isolated, we're alone. I'm going through a lot of stuff at work also related to COVID, and we just kind of realized all these lies and deception that were going on in the world. We needed to find something that was better for ourselves and for our kids, and reconnect with what really is the truth. And that's where we kind of started looking for a new church home.
So we started attending here December of 2020, so getting ready for the Christmas season. And when we came, it was clear that this church was not driven by the fear that was prevalent in the world that Ted was talking about. And we realized that it was biblically based. I think several people have mentioned how we preach the word, and that was obvious when we came, that everything was about what the Bible says and what truth is. Everybody here valued our relationship with Christ, not just saying that God is love. So the numbers were a little bit lower because of COVID and because of the circumstances that were surrounding that. But we decided that this is where we needed to be, and this is where God needed us to be, because everybody here was living the truth and preaching the truth, and it was obvious that this is where we could grow. So we started becoming more involved. We started working in the youth ministry. Ted is leading the youth group now. We've started helping with Awana, and as we continue to get more involved, we continue to appreciate all of those people that we serve with. Obviously, we appreciate Pastor Darrell, but we also appreciated all the other people that we're serving with, all of the leaders, because it was obvious that they all are living the truth, and that everybody is based on the truth. So it wasn't just about us that decided we liked it here. I think the kids have some things to share about why they like it also.
I like the meal after lunch. I like the family fun night.
I like the sermon and Awana.
And I think even though maybe we're focused on the fun, last night Sawyer's prayer, as we were getting ready for bed, he said, "And Jesus, thank you for coming to the earth, because life would be pretty miserable without you being here." And it makes it emotional for me, because I know that I have many people here who can help us raise our kids to know the most important thing.
So since we started coming, it's been really fun to see the church grow very naturally. We're not doing a ton of going out into the community and dragging people in for the sake of numbers. we're growing because of that core is there. People in the world are searching for the truth, and when someone comes and visits, we've had quite a few people that say, wow, that's so different than other churches I've been to lately. It's so different from what's in the world. It's just simply true. And so it's been also fun. We also are track coaches here in town for New Glarus and Belleville for the high school. So it's been very fun to see kind of the ripple effects that you can see conversations that we've had here continue on elsewhere, in the school district, in the community, through Bible studies that sometimes meet here, sometimes meet elsewhere, seeing the ripple effect that is happening on older members, on kids, watching these conversations happen where it's having a huge impact in the community outside of just the core church has been a lot of fun. It's very rewarding to see how God is working in people's lives. So we're excited to see where this church keeps going next, with our kids growing up, with other people coming in, and the growth of the people that are here in the church. So thank you.